So secondly, fair borders. So we basically have an open door immigration policy at the moment for a lot of illegal immigration coming in where they're not real asylum seekers, they're economic migrants looking for a better life. And we don't need to judge them individually and condemn them, that, they're doing what anyone would do in that situation. But we can kind of say, hey, our government shouldn't be letting this happen. And it's the government's fault, not the migrants, really, I feel. Um, and so, but then even in the legal immigration, the large scale legal immigration, and so Ireland had a lot of big changes over time in recent history, and I think especially on the asylum system, but just in general immigration, we need to have a think like if we can get ourselves in balance, immigration is not like this necessary thing; it's the icing on the cake. You choose skilled laborers, people who seem to be in resonance with your culture, and who can kind of offer something new, and yeah, get some nice people, welcome them in. I'm an immigrant, obviously, right? And so I understand that. And my parents are immigrants to Australia, and they benefited so much from Australia embracing us. Ireland has benefited from immigration or emigration, through like we were being, pretty persecuted, pretty rough by someone next door. And we had places where we could go, but, it's a longer conversation, but, we worked and we supported ourselves. Um, but the point is, there are benefits to immigration, absolutely, but it's not unlimited. Like all things, you can have too much of a good thing. Courage is a virtue, but too little is cowardice, where you can't protect your friends or your family. Too little of it is that. Too much courage becomes recklessness, where you're taking crazy risks. Or kindness is a virtue. Too little, cruelty. Too much, it's like spinelessness and inauthenticity. So there's all these things, right, where there's a balance point, the golden zone, right, the Goldilocks zone. So that's what we need with immigration: fair borders, a reasonable system where we can kind of control the flow of people into the country. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country.